What's up, everybody? Bob Beckett here. Hopefully, doing fantastic. Let's see. All right, guys. Just getting this thing ready here. All right. Good day to you, Brian. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Ron Vandy? Good to see ya. I have a TENS unit on my shoulder right now, so I'm just kind of chilling, chilling. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm actually just looking right here. I'm seeing build up of liquidity. I'm hoping this comes down into this range to take a potential buy. We are actually in a 1 hour sell block, but I assume it's going to keep going the way it's acting. See how it's going nice and slow down instead of just taking it out, and it's more bullish up. This is the sure, tell time that tell that it's literally just trying to trap sellers. Like it's like, oh look, it's building a trend line. Let's take sells off the thingy. So yeah. You see here. I don't know why that song's stuck in my head. It's not even a good song. Nice and slow movement this week. Look at that build up on the 1 minute though. So I'm really waiting for this to happen for some kind of entry on the 1 minute out of here. I have an alert right here just to kind of remind me just in case. Let me kind of go to different markets and see where we're at. While we're waiting. Let's see. Let's go to gold. Sorry, I have my indicator on here. I've been testing it nonstop. I'm building it out. I mainly built it for my indicator pulse or my bot Pulse X Premium for Forex. I'm sorry, Momentum X for Forex, but it's turning out to be amazing for this as well. I can't believe it. So you combine this with actual price action and how we trade, it's golden. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. How we trade though, we'd have to like go lower time frames, you know. It tells you direction. Prime is the pullback zone entry. Like right here is the pullback zone. See, optimal trade entry. So this should essentially drop. Now, if I were to actually do this without looking, it's exactly what I'd be doing. Look, you have the block right here. We're up in an optimal trade entry right now. We had a inverted fair value gap hitting the OTE, higher time frame OTE. I would have sold this already on gold. That's golden. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. So that's the optimal. Doesn't mean you have to wait for that to hit. So if you're on crude, let me go to the 1 hour. It might be a little different. No, it's pretty much the same. So if I were to highlight the optimal trade entry according to this, it'd be a sell. This would be the optimal, but on the short term is this. All right, what's up, Bob Porter? Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Solution Solomon. Hope you're doing well. What's up, buddy? Better than yesterday. Yeah, it's moving a little bit better. You know, this is what I'm waiting for. Wait for a pullback entry. Buy. That's why I'm doing same thing pretty much. Let's see. Dude, I love this. I love this indicator. Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. I've added ADX, VWAP, all kinds of amazing stuff in this sucker. Really excited for it. Just waiting on that to go anyway. So I'll check. Actually, let's check options. XSP saying buys on there. Wait, actually, hour buys. So let's see. Let's use this for example. If you were trading this today at open, okay, and you're doing XSP and you're trading an option, let's look at this for a second. There was your entry. Look at that. Your stop goes below the red dot. This one. And you go to at least TP1. You could say, hey, I'm going to try to get it to TP3, but you got to get out. If you do a 0, you still have another hour and 15 minutes of push. So it went up some 48 to went up $6, almost $7. Do you think you can make money on that option? What do you think, Georgie, in here? I better push this out. Nope, this is a different thing. I'll show you boss blocks in a second. I was building that out for Momentum X, my bot that I trade Forex with, but it's turning out to be amazing for everything. So there's that. Let's see. Boom. Push that out. School. Oh, I see Bob Porter's in here. Good to see you, Bob. Welcome to the fam. All right, let's look at QQQ. So, start of day was here. See where the entry was. From this point, start of day, right here, you could have entered for buy. Look at this. Not always amazing, but it's still good. So 718 to $6, right? Tesla. All right, it seems to be in the right direction. All right, this was at Thursday. Let's do it here. So Tesla would have been, it didn't switch to buy bias until here, so it would have been at 12:30 today. So let's see what happens. This would have been the stop. I mean, obviously. Um, and we're up 404 to $3 already. Let's go back. Nice liquidity build up to the buy side. Let's go. You make money. What's up, Logie? Logie. Let me take off this. I had my tens unit on my shoulder. Get old shoulder issues right now. It is hot. Let me turn this. I just noticed this got all wacky. So like that. Wow, market, come on. Hopefully we get a push into this 5-minute block and it should be an easy buy out of here. Let's mark up the hour block. I'm also going to get rid of the indicator now. All right, there we go. Hour block that we are in is right here. So we're looking for sells. It's one of them days. Amazing buys this morning, huh? Who all took some of them buys? So it's one of them situations where we're kind of smushed between two. A lot of times I won't even trade this, but I'm just going to keep buying until we can't buy anymore. Nice. What's up, George? I'm looking for a pullback and a buy. What's up, Mark? Friday, wanting this to come to this 5-minute block before pushing up, but I guess if it doesn't, we could attempt. See, I don't want to take that one. I don't want to take this wick low because it's not that strong of a break if it went up. So I'm hoping it pushes down. And then we could attack this liquidity. That's the goal. Because there's no breaks of structure here, right? That's the highest high, and there's no structures here to break until down here. So the only way I'd even sell at this current moment is probably down here. Now, you could take scalps, little inverted deck down to here, but like I wouldn't unless you're super, super consistent already. I was just showing George my new indicator and how it works with options. Let me show you this because he's my options guy over here. He loves his options. Look at even if you're trading, well, let's do 15 minutes for fun. So today, I don't have a session on. This is Thursday, right? Okay, so right here, see these red dots? That's like a, if I was trading Forex, that's the stop I'd use, but obviously I'm just going for direction. So we want something that can identify direction, right? So this is Thursday. If I was trading like Forex, I mean, obviously this is MNQ and that's a huge stop, but let's just look at how much went up. 763. Oh, we're on an option. My bad. Am I? Oh, I didn't do QQQ. So I had this up earlier. So this was 718 to 724, so $6 so far. XSP, look at this from today. 47 to, so that's $7. Tesla was, it's not a lot, but 404 to 407, so three and a half. Nvidia, this is from today. Literally, went from 200 to 204. Apple. Can we get a loser, please? This is Thursday. So we could basically say right here, 311 to, that's $4 right there. Disney's even going the right direction. Jeez, man. I mean, it's not going the right direction, but you know what I'm saying. A sell went from 97 to, so $3 less. I mean, everything, literally, it's amazing. Meta, okay, at 11 o'clock, if it had entered, it went from 603 to, so that went up $13. Can you make money with that? Intel, not so good. But it doesn't even have the TP, so this would have got you out right here. Amazon. This is all I do. I'm just staring. Is that egg whites? Okay. Hopefully this doesn't bore you guys. It shouldn't. All right, let me turn off my video again. How do you know your entry for those options? Don't bore me. I want to learn more about. Okay, good. All that is, Maurice, is like if the red dot is below, you just enter. That's it. And it has a, as soon as the TPs jump in, you know, like it shows you like the fib take profit areas. You just literally enter that direction. Simple. Yeah. Oh, looks like we're getting to an entry point. You're welcome. I'm gonna get my Tradeify ready. I want to take this. Just in time for 3 o'clock. See if we could spike it and shoot up, huh? All right, let me figure this out. Still not to where we want it, honestly. This is really, well, I'll take this whole range. Just get down here. Then we look for some reason to get in. Probably going in for these highs by the end of the day. That could be a good trade. I hope. I don't really have a stop loss yet because it hasn't presented itself, you know? I'm just going to put a line so I don't have to have this there. Two things actually happening. If it hits this block, it's most likely hitting this prior lower 1 hour block. Have this liquidity build up here. This is like key for rocket material. What's up, Mark? So even if it doesn't hit my 5 block, which I think it should hit down here first. If it doesn't, this would be my next move. It would be like 40-point stop target highs. There we go. Now it's touching. Now I'm going to put my entry above this right here so far. Now, I'm not going to be a hero and try to put it directly under right now. I might put it like under this right here. It's a little tiny low. For now, hopefully it keeps dumping deeper into the 5 a little bit. Hmm. Perfect. Golden. Wick that low. So 35-ish point stop. Be 4 micro, 280 risk, roughly. Am I right? 70 times 4. Yep. All right. Got a nice little volume coming up. Probably going to slap my indicator pulse X premium on. Yeah, let's do that. Just to collect some orders so I can see my emergency order. Nope, truly. I did not enter yet. I'm waiting for a line, a close above this little high. If it creates a lower low with a strong solid under this wick, I would move my entry down to here. Make that even lighter. All these predictions came true today. Look at that. So there's an 80% chance there's a 74-point move, 148-point move, 73% chance. The 223-point move, 60% chance hit. It says there's a 45% chance going down here. So way lower. Hmm. Well, here we go. I don't like that wick though, so I can't use that. Need strong solid close under low. Still using 4 micros if it closes up here. I wanted to make sure price was accepted below this low. This is rejection. So again, if it comes up here and closes, and especially if I see a 17+ million dollar order, buy order above here once once it closes, that could be great. What's up, John Panakai? Good to have you, buddy. Probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry about that. So still sitting at about 90% win over days, not win rate, but win like overall wins, baskets of wins over days. That's how I'm starting to talk now to people, because if they, someone's newer or just don't understand things yet, if they ask for win rate, what you really got to pay attention to is what's your overall win in days. So that means I'll have losing days, but then you want to keep those losing days small, I just need to see some extra proof. I want to see some extra proof plus actual volume. Thanks for telling me that. I was just saying, like, you can join Solomon Select for $297 a month. I'm going live at 3:15. I was giving my rundown of Solomon, my indicator Pulse X Premium. Thanks for letting me know. But basically, what's up, Gerwin? How you doing, buddy? This is averaging out all the whale orders, filtered out, and then I have a formula I put together that creates what I call a emergency order. That's when the real whale comes in, like the big boy. So if I see a $15 million order come in after my actual entry, which would be a close above here, so I got to wait for the close, then I see that means I have huge whales coming in behind my actual entry, right? Instead of just guessing. And you know how many times like I don't get it and it just goes, yeah. So like I'll usually see it, get it, and attack this liquidity above. And if you want to be a part of my private group, I'm going live in 3 minutes. That's at Solomon Select. You get all this training, all this minus Momentum X and Institutional Trading Made Easy. You get the VIP bonuses, which one of my students just said he started using 5-minute momentum rocket strategy, got funded again. He's about to get some payouts. So you get these bonuses and all that. Got people all over the world in here. You got 550 members. And basically, yeah. So you could just join at school.com/Solomon Select. I'm going to get the Zoom call ready. Members only trading at 3:15 Eastern. Required on schedule. Copy. All right, I'm going to go in here, change this to here, and put it in the community. Live trading at 3:15 Eastern. Boom. Boom. And then lovable. So still waiting, guys. If you're in there like bouncing back and forth, trying to find the top and the bottom in this little area, you're basically just liquidity. You got to understand how liquidity works. One more minute, guys. If you want to join in, jump in right now. Send broadcast. Cool. All right. So this is building up a little bit more liquidity. Always pay attention. If you could draw a trend line on it, there's liquidity under it. Most likely this is going to drop even deeper, and then I'll move my entry up here. I'm going to go live on members only. If you're not a member yet, join here, Solomon Select, right here. I put the post in the live. Let me try to pin that really quick, just in case. Sorry about the rocket. Yeah, this should be a good trade. I pinned it, so if you guys aren't a member, you could join there. All right, God bless. I will see you guys tomorrow, most likely. Just depends on the market. See if it's a slow day. I might take a break and go to the beach. I don't know. All right, guys. God bless. Take care. Beckett out.